Hello. It seems different. I'm already live. And I'm just to assume that no one who might be watching this can even remotely hear me. I have the AirPods in with the noise canceling on, and you can still hear the crowd. I am into Crown with the Saloon here in Belfast, and I know I probably wasn't going to do one of these this week, and probably shouldn't have done one of these this week, but whatever. It's always fun to do it, so why not? So I thought I'd pop in and say hello. I've been a little bit coy about what I'm doing here, so I'm going to kind of end that today and explain a little bit about what I'm doing here, not just in the Crown Liquor Saloon, but why I'm in Ireland in general. Allow me for a second to turn around my phone. I'm going to show you. This is Kerry Moynahan, and you know this guy. Wait a minute. Okay, now he's more recognizable, probably. So Kerry was the first podcaster to feature the film on her podcast, and we became friends. And she is doing a podcasting tour of whiskeys of Ireland, and she has brought Alfonse along to help her. And we could probably do a full proper episode of Big Man Dram with Kerry to talk about that when it's a little farther down the line. Because right now what we're doing is we're on day, I don't know what, 4, 5? It's hard to say, yeah. Day 4 for me, 6 for them. Because she and Fonz came before I did. But we're going from distillery to distillery, talking about the kind of creative energy that has taken over Irish whiskey as well. In case any of you, well, some of you may know this, and some of you may not, but the Crown Liquor Saloon where I am in Belfast is one of the best pubs in the United Kingdom. And I'm going to hold my phone up and turn around so you can see this place, because we are in a snug. See? I'm going to hold the phone up. There we go. And we got here about an hour ago, and we're going to be doing some work here tomorrow with the McDonald's distillery. And there's so many, I don't have the full list. And actually, to be honest with you, we're kind of adding stuff and moving stuff all along, because the more opportunities pop up, we just want to do them. So, if anyone has any comments or any questions or anything you want to ask, please throw them in the comments. I think I can get comments here. I've never done this from my phone before, so this is kind of fun. There's a lot more of you watching this than I expected. I had just said something to Kerry a few minutes ago that I assumed this would probably be 1 or 2 people. Hi, Keith. There's actually like 12 people watching, so I'm happy to answer questions. I'm also happy to answer these questions afterwards, including, look at this. Here's what I'm not doing while I'm talking to you. I'm not drinking this pint or eating this pie. We're talking to these people. And I was planning on having them chat with me, but this place is so loud, I put my AirPods in so that I can hear you. And even in noise canceling, I had to double check to make sure it was still on. We've been in Clonakilty, we've been at Fort Oak, we've been at Waterford. Today, Kerry recorded a piece about Walsh Whiskey today. Not at Walsh Whiskey, but a very unique Joycean destination. Again, I'll set one of these up when I get back to the States and talk to Kerry properly so she can explain it, because right now you wouldn't be able to hear her. And who wants to listen? Who wants to watch YouTube live while someone explains something to me and I maybe half-ass kind of repeat it back to you? Donner Pass Whiskey says, hi, where are you in Ireland? I'm in Belfast tonight, in the Crown Liquor Saloon. Not eating a pie. And I had a Guinness, but this one's still waiting. And so are these people. Tomorrow we'll be in Belfast all day tomorrow shooting, and then after that we sort of start heading back south again to Dublin, and we're going to be here for another week, another 6 days. So I'm definitely going to set up a proper conversation about this whole experience. This is Kerry's baby, and therefore I certainly don't want to get out ahead of my skis about what I should talk about and what I shouldn't talk about. So, I definitely want to let her tell her story and talk about the state of play of Irish whiskey. And you know, it's funny because a lot of you know who follow us regularly that we have always intended to do another one of these different kinds of whiskey. No, some nice whiskey certainly one of them. So that'll be forthcoming as well. Yes, so Keith, what's next on our trip? Super secret destinations you can just tell us about. Sure, Keith. We're in Belfast. That's a secret place in Ireland. No, we're in Belfast. We're going to McConnell's Whiskey tomorrow. And then we're going to be going to a couple other distilleries. I mean, distilleries, you know. I mean, we're hey, have a great trip. Oh, yes. We're going to be going to the Bar 1661. It's a Pachin pub in Dublin. Doing a piece about Mad Martyr, which is a multiple award-winning Pachin in Ireland here. It's distilled in Skibbereen, but it's we're going to have some cocktails made with it and talk about what is Pachin, the history of Pachin, how is it related to whiskey, how is it different from whiskey. Oh wow, now this is awesome. This question's coming in hot. All right. What are your thoughts on Waterford's mash filter? Well, I love Waterford's whiskey, so you know I've seen the mash filter. In case any of you don't know, Waterford doesn't have a mash tun. They have a sort of big bellows that squeezes the mash through, and it's pretty unique, at least in my whiskey experience. I know that there is at least one other distillery in the U.S. that has something similar. Yeah, but I don't remember what it is. But imagine a French press that makes coffee. It's kind of like that, you know, a French press where you push it down, but it's just a French press turned on its side. And instead of coffee at the end, you have mash that's going to make whiskey. I love the whiskey, so I don't know, I certainly don't have any opinions about the mash filter as better or worse. I just love the whiskey. I'd have to try two whiskeys made differently. I am very much enjoying the Guinness Inn. Some of you might know I used to live in Ireland. I'm a big Guinness fan. Actually, even when I was an exchange student in Glasgow, Guinness was my drink. The student union in Glasgow had Guinness for 99p a pint. So, and there was a pub, long gone pub called the Berlin Bar that every Thursday for 1 hour had all the free Guinness you could drink if you were a student. So I'm a big guy. I could make the local Guinness sales reps really second guess that strategy. We had a great time at Waterford yesterday. We shot in the same room where we shot part of the film. Actually, we shot in 2 rooms at Waterford, both of the same 2 rooms we shot in the film, but interviewing different people. I didn't do the interviews. I helped film the interviews. But Kerry there, she interviewed Neil Conway, who's the head brewer there, and we spent the day with him, and that was pretty amazing. And, you know, it's funny. One of the things that's interesting to me about Waterford is tasting the whiskey grow since they've released it over the last 2.5 years. Every Waterford I have has got more complexity, more depth, more uniqueness than the last one. And I think that's just going to continue. Anyway, I am going to wrap this up and go eat my dinner. I'm watching 2 other people eat their dinner. See? Sorry, folks. Show's over. I'll be back next week. I'll set up a proper one of these. Maybe just with me again next week, and then we'll do Kerry the following week when she gets back. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for popping in tonight, guys. I'm going to go eat my dinner. Cheers from, wait a minute. There's a little left in this. Here we go. Cheers from Belfast.